In this episode, we go over what makes an item profitable for Amazon sellers, from weight and size to category popularity and competition. There are many factors to consider. Your best bet is to identify a product that meets most, if not all, of these criteria. In the second half, we will talk about different sourcing strategies and where to find good products to sell on Amazon. So, are you looking for a product to find to make money selling on Amazon but don't know where to start? I know how you feel. I've been there myself. If you have never had your own business or sold anything online before, you can do this. Even if you're working full-time, you can easily get started and into profit in as little as an hour a day. The Amazon pie is so big, there's no reason not to share, and if you know how to source products like I do, there's no reason to fear competition. I know it can be a challenge getting started selling on Amazon because there are so many different products out there. Where do you start? How do you find a product with high profit margins, low competition, and fast sales? Before you spend a dime on a product, let's mention what you can't sell on Amazon. It's important to go over this before making any expensive mistake. If you've ever shopped at one of those off-price or discount retail stores, you can often find designer brand name goods for a fraction of the original price. Think Gucci or Burberry, etc. It may sound like a good idea to sell these items on Amazon at a profit, but actually it's against Amazon policy to sell branded, trademarked, or copyrighted products without permission. And your seller account can get shut down if you violate this policy. In addition, many designer brand companies scan Amazon's website looking for counterfeit and unauthorized resellers of their products, and will shut your listing down. I know because I learned the hard way. I would say that picking the right product to sell is probably the most important process of selling on Amazon. Finding products with all or most of the following 10 characteristics is the best place to start. 1. Make sure the product is relatively light and small. Something like vitamins. Anything more than a pound or 18 inches long will cost more to pack and ship. And this cost, especially if you ship in bulk, will eat into your profit. 2. Products that are gender neutral are ideal. If a product can be used by one gender, then you are missing out on half of the spending population on Amazon. 3. Disposable or consumable items are best for repeat sales. Think bathroom tissue, soap, or tape. Once the customer runs out of these kinds of products, they have to reorder it again and again. Next, evergreen items, meaning they're not seasonal or holiday specific. Something like dish sponges. You can certainly make profits by selling holiday or seasonal items, but it's not really recommended, especially if you're beginning, because once the holiday or season is over, you're stuck with inventory, and that's just money sitting on the shelf collecting dust. The same goes for trendy items. The latest holiday toy or fidget widget may have good sales in the beginning, but the market usually floods quickly with competitors driving the price down, and eventually the trend will fade and you'll end up stuck again with extra inventory sitting around. Also, selling seasonal or trendy items will make it hard to have a predictable, steady flow of income. Number 5, products that won't break easily during shipping or when a customer uses it. Products that break easily are more prone to refunds and customer complaints. Products that can take a beating during shipping or at the Amazon fulfillment center are best. In the same vein, look for non-perishable items. Avoid products with a shelf life or items that will easily melt or freeze during storage or shipping when the weather changes. Generally, straightforward products that are easy to use and simple to understand will make the buying process easy for customers. It will also reduce complaints or returns. Amazon is becoming a global marketplace, and if any customer around the world can understand your product without speaking the same language as you, then selling products internationally will be that much easier. You can go to Amazon.com and look at products with less than 1,000 reviews and a bestseller rank between 500 to 5,000. The bestseller rank is how Amazon measures the level of demand for a product. The lower the bestseller rank number, the higher the demand. Every product listing on Amazon has a bestseller rank. This combination of less than 1,000 reviews and a BSR between 500 and 5,000 will show you products with a high enough level of sales and a low enough level of competition, so you can source similar products to sell and succeed as fast as possible. We'll go to my laptop and show you how to find the BSR, and we'll go more into depth on how to use Amazon's bestseller rank to zero in on good selling products in a later episode. You can go to Amazon.com and look at products with less than 1,000 reviews and a bestseller rank between 500 and 5,000. So let's do that real fast. Flashlights, I'm just gonna look for flashlights, a nice generic product that has less than 1,000 reviews. Let's check out this particular product. It's a flashlight set. It's got under 800 reviews. And when we go to look at the bestseller rank, let's see what that number is. We were looking for something between 500 and 5,000. So this bestseller rank is how Amazon measures the level of demand for a product. And the lower the bestseller rank is actually the higher the demand. So if you were, for example, number 1, that's a very low number, but that means you have a very high demand. So what you're looking for is something kind of in between, not too low, not too high. And every product on Amazon has a bestsellers rank. And this combination of less than 1,000 reviews and a BSR between 5 and 5,000 will show you products with a high enough level of sales and a low enough level of competition so you can source similar products. You want to find products you can retail for between $15 and $60. This is considered the golden range. Less than $10 and people kind of question the quality of the product. Less than $15 and you will barely make any profit. Over $75 and your inventory costs will probably be too high. Products priced between $15 and $75 are easy to sell because people don't think too much about it. Find a product you can sell for more than $15 and can make at least 30 to 50% profit margin. Sell what you know so you can easily identify quality, value, and profit opportunity. For example, I don't know anything about electronics or even that much about smartphones. There are tons of cases and battery packs and Bluetooth accessories to sell, but I wouldn't even know what to start with. I don't know what quality or popular product would be in any of those categories. So when first starting out, save yourself the time of trying to learn about a new product you have no experience with. Selling products you are familiar and confident about will make selling on Amazon more fun and more profitable. Finally, pick a product that's one size fits all. If you decide to sell shoes or men's dress shirts, imagine how many different sizes you're going to have to carry to make that product available to customers. Trying to figure out the right quantity and the right size to sell is not an easy task when just starting out, and you might get stuck with slow-selling sizes. So again, one size fits all is best. Now, when it comes to growing a solid Amazon business that brings in predictable, stable, and ever-increasing volume, slow and steady wins the race. Selling products on Amazon is like being a farmer. Every product listing you make is like a little seed you plant that has the potential to grow into a tree that will give you fruit over and over again. The more seeds you plant, the more trees, and ultimately the more fruit will be produced. Now that you have a good idea of what qualities to look for in a product to sell, I'm going to summarize the different sourcing strategies on where to find products. This is ranked in lowest to highest in terms of how much time and money is required to get started. Dropshipping is an easy way to get started selling products on Amazon without even having to buy a product. All you have to do is research and contact retail or wholesale companies who offer dropshipping services. How it works is you have an agreement to list their products on your store, and then you list your products on Amazon at a markup. When the item sells, you notify the retail or wholesale company and they'll ship the product to your customer. The company sending the product to the customer will charge you shipping and handling on top of the price of the product. So you have to make sure that your price on Amazon will put you in profit after all fees while still being comparable in price with any of your competition. Retail arbitrage is one of the easiest ways to get started selling on Amazon, as the initial investment is pretty low and it allows you to learn the process, and there's a good deal of money to be made. The idea is to find some items that are selling for less in the retail store than they are selling for on Amazon. Generally, these items will be on sale or clearance. This practice of buying items at low prices in the retail store and then selling them on Amazon at a higher price for a profit is known as retail arbitrage. The next time you're shopping at a dollar store or discount bargain store, when you see something interesting, look it up on Amazon and see if anyone else is selling it. If no one is selling it, see what similar products are pricing them at. If you can make at least 30% profit, then you should list it on Amazon. Third is online arbitrage. Here is the idea to find items that are selling for less online than they are selling for on Amazon. Generally, these items will come from companies that sell in bulk. Online or discount companies are also places to look. Basically, buying anything online at a lower price and then selling them for higher on Amazon is known as online arbitrage. Next, we have wholesale buying. Sourcing products from wholesale companies generally means buying product in bulk by the dozen or by the case of 36 or 48 pieces. We cover the ways to buy wholesale products in smaller quantities in a later episode, but generally you go to wholesale companies when you have already tested the market and established demand for a product before investing money in large quantities of product. Next is private labeling. With private label, you are buying unbranded products from a manufacturer and then placing your own logo and/or branding on the package. Many manufacturers offer label design for an additional fee. If the manufacturer doesn't have label design services, you can definitely pay someone to come up with a logo and label for you. The benefit of private labeling is you are selling your own branded product, and no one can piggyback or hijack your Amazon product listing trying to sell the same product for less. In addition, over time, you can expand your product line under that brand and build a following of loyal customers. Next, importing. Working with overseas suppliers is now easier than ever in the globalized economy we live in. I contact a lot of suppliers in China looking for a product to sell on Amazon, and I only work with the companies that have low minimum order requirements. The most important thing when working with overseas suppliers is test before you invest. Basically, you want to know if the sales rep communicates well and responds in a timely manner. You want to know how the product is packed for retail, and how is it boxed for shipping to reduce damage. But most importantly, you want to know the product you ordered is made of good quality. And lastly, there's manufacturing. This is the most time-consuming and expensive route for sourcing a product. You'll have to take a lot of time to research, contact, and compare different manufacturers who are even capable of making your product. You'll need to have samples or prototypes made to ensure that the design and functionality of your product is to specification. And finally, the minimum order can be quite high and involve a lot of money up front. If you have a truly unique product idea that doesn't really exist, then this is your only option. I hope you are confident and excited about your Amazon business. Amazon is growing like crazy, and now is the best time to get started. Plug yourself into selling products to the hundreds of millions of people shopping on Amazon and tap into the power of one of the largest online retailers in the world. In a very short time, you will be making money and well on your way to the flexibility and freedom you deserve. In our next episode, we will show you how to make the perfect product listing fast, easy, and that will be easily found by Amazon shoppers. Thanks for watching.